Why? 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 Let's just get into this monstrosity right now. I'll always know what you did last summer. Or, as it should be called, I'll always know who screwed up the trilogy, or who killed the trilogy, or who effed up the trilogy. This is the third and final film of the I Know What You Did Last Summer trilogy. This is basically supposed to be a standalone sequel, but I'll get to that. But let's just get into the freaking plot of this movie, because I don't want to be here for 25 minutes. So in 2005, we meet Amber and her boyfriend Colby and her friends Zoe, Roger, and PJ. They all are at the town carnival, right? Having fun. And they stage a prank at the carnival. So Roger impersonates the fisherman with the hook, Roger that Ben Willis originally used. So afterwards, everyone starts seeing PJ's body impaled on a pipe, and the public believes the fisherman to be behind it. So whatever happens was, they decide to burn the evidence, and after a little convincing, and they make a pact to keep it a secret. So, a year later, in 2006, Amber returns to figure out that Colby never left to pursue his scholarship, basically lying to her. And so what happens, they find themselves being stalked and killed one by a mysterious figure with a hook, exactly the year after they cover up the friend's accidental death. Do you understand the plot I'm describing here? Good. Because this movie is nothing but a shot for shot, scene for scene, word for word, dialogue after dialogue, take by take, shot by shot remake of the original I Know What You Did Last Summer. Now, this movie, you take the mythology of the series and you're starting over with a new set of characters instead of bringing back the original cast. That is the first big problem. Why couldn't you just get Jennifer Love Hewitt and Freddie Prinze Jr. and Brandy and the other surviving members back? Why did you have to go in this freaking direction of with these new characters that I don't give a shit about? And on top of that, they're just carbon copies of each individual character. Also, this movie is directed by Sylvain Weiss, and that is the second big negative. Sylvain Weiss, as a director, he freaking sucks. He has not directed a good movie ever. The only exception, the only movie that he directed that was actually good was Stomp the Yard. The first one, not Stomp the Yard Homecoming. That is the only exception. But other than that, this guy is a terrible director. Even last year's Slenderman proves that. This guy cannot direct for nothing. Also, the music in this movie, the music is not even that great. It doesn't even have a tension as the first two, and on top of that, the color palette is not really that great. The color palette is so lifeless here. It's so freaking grayish. It's so freaking blandish that it doesn't even fit. It's not. It shouldn't even be classified as a I Know What You Did Last Summer movie. They only just put the last summer in the freaking title just to sell some freaking DVDs and Blu-rays. And this movie is an hour and 32 minutes, and it feels like 2 hours and 12 minutes at the least, because the movie just drags on and on and on. Sorry about that little interruption, but yeah, this movie drags on and on and on to the point where I almost wanted to fall the frick asleep. I did. Acting wise, it's terrible. But I'll give you this. I will give you this. The main chick, the main blonde chick, she's gorgeous. She's pretty, and the other girl isn't pretty, and that's probably the only reason why I sat through this goddamn movie. But that doesn't help because this movie is still a waste of my freaking time. I don't know who in the right minds. I don't know why this was greenlit by Sony and the producers. I don't know why this was even made. I don't know why this is even a thing, because this is just complete garbage. I Still Know What You Did Last Summer gets a lot of crap, but that is by far a better movie than this. And it just makes me feel bad for Truth or Dare even more, because Truth or Dare is a flawed movie. Yeah, it is heavily flawed. But you know what? I'll take a movie that is so bad, but that it actually knows what it is, over this piece of shit. I am not wasting any more time on this trilogy killer, because you do not need to see this goddamn movie. If you have seen this movie, I feel sorry for you, but if you have yet to see this movie, don't waste your freaking time. It is not worth it. It is not needed. This is worse than any other bad scary movie that I've seen in the 21 years I've been on this earth. So at the end of the day, stick with the first two movies. They're much better, and avoid this one at all costs. This is definitely going to get the get out of my face club treatment, because this movie is just complete horrendously awful. Let me know what you guys think of I Always Know What You Did Last Summer down below. Do you like it? Do you hate it? I'll see you guys in the next review. Be sure to follow all my social media links to check out JACQUEZ'S channels in the description down below. You guys keep it cool and join the Epictasticness. Bye bye.